Welcome to a new studio vlog. Yesterday, I thought I was gonna film a separate video for YouTube, a little behind the scenes of what I was working on, but then decided, you know what, I'm just gonna merge it into a new studio vlog because I still have another studio vlog to edit. So it's gonna be a while before you see this. So I figured I might as well let you in on a little secret. Now my patrons have been in on the secret for a bit because I post vlogs over there, so I've kind of been letting them in on what I've been working on, and I've been working on a little something for a while now, and then now it's really getting serious. I'm putting a lot more time into it. I am creating a new online class. Yes, it's true. Why am I sitting like this? Why don't I just move my camera to a better place? Hold on, let me just see if I can move this back. I am producing a new online class. I have not put out an online class in a couple of years, which is crazy to even say that. It's been a couple of years, and I know I've been getting a lot of requests to put one out because I know a lot of you guys have done my online classes and you've done them all. It's one of those things, it's like once you do one, you get hooked and you do the rest, which I'm so grateful. That's the general response of my classes. But the thing with my online classes is that they take me a very long time to produce because I like producing them at a very high level. I've set a very high standard for myself for both the video production, how things are outlined, the supplementary sort of things like the PDF that comes with the class. There's a lot of components to it, and I really like producing high quality online classes. When I do take the time to make one, it's a lot of work. And I've been trying to produce this one particular class for a long time, and I kept getting interrupted. COVID obviously threw a wrench into things, so that kind of slowed me down because that's when I originally had started producing it. I'm now really concentrating on it and getting serious, and there's a couple of things, but let me first reveal what the class is. That kind of helps, right? I should probably explain what the class is. It's Mixed Media Mini Journals. Mixed Media Mini Journals. This is probably my most requested class ever of all time. And I have taught this class in person a lot and for many years, and I'm finally converting it into an online class. So what I'm doing right now is I'm creating the core class. And in the core class, you're gonna learn how to build one, how to completely fill it, and then what I hope on doing is creating little add-on courses where they're themed to different things. So if you wanted to create a miniature spell book per se, that would be a separate add-on class that you could buy to then theme your mini journal a specific way. And when I say fill your mini journal, I'm literally creating 8 separate, because there's 8 spreads in here, 8 separate tutorial videos with different techniques and prompts on how to fill it from cover to cover. So it's different from my other classes in that I'm not just making one journal spread, I'm literally making 8 of them. So it's a lot of videos. It's a lot of filming, a lot of videos, a lot of work. The other component of this is that I've been working on creating a kit. Now in the kit, this is a physical component, an option, because of course in the actual online class, I would be including all of the measurements, and I'm making a template that you could print out and then use to create your different pieces. It was important to me to have an option of a physical kit. Hold on one sec, there's a trash truck outside. Just eating a bagel. When I had the idea for this class, it was important to me to have a physical kit option that basically has all of the pieces and supplies. This is a rough template. This is not confirmed that this is how this is gonna look. That has all of the pieces pre-cut, ready to go for you, that you could buy out of my Etsy shop and just have, so that you could literally have this, watch the class, and have all the pieces and just assemble it yourself without having to worry about cutting things to measurements or scouring for the materials or what have you. This part of it was very important to me, but I was trying for the longest time to figure out how I would have the bandwidth to do this and produce the class at the same time. Because when I do produce an online class, it usually takes me 2 months to finish. You know, from start to finish, it takes me about 2 months. And that's working on it full time. So, but now that I have someone helping me with my Etsy shop, I can now make this a reality because I actually have someone helping me put these kits together, and that will then help me in the shipping and getting them out and all that good stuff. Over the next few weeks and month, you're gonna see me working on this quite a bit. Something that I want to start working on is that when I create these kits, there's usually like a little, or when I create the mini journals rather, there's printed paper that goes on the outside. And you can use different types of paper or whatever, but, well, there's a specific weight of paper that I can't get into that. I tend to like to use printed like scrapbook paper, and in trying to figure out how to create these kits, it was just hard for me to narrow like, well, what print of scrapbook paper am I using? And then what color binding am I including? And then do I offer a whole bunch of different ones, or is it just random mystery ones? And there's too many things out there. It's just like, it complicates it. And then yesterday I decided to use a scrap of one of my zines as a cover paper. And I thought, oh my gosh, this would be so cute if I created my own paper. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm basically making more work for myself, and I'm gonna create my own basically backing paper that would be included in the kits that you could get from my shop. So I have something that I had created for a Patreon video, and I really liked the way that it turned out. It was kind of these different patterns and prints, and I actually used these, and you would have already seen this, I used these as my thank you for your order cards for Etsy, and I really love the way that they turned out. So I'm thinking I'm gonna create something similar that I can then get printed and cut down to shape that would then go into the kits, which would be cool because you're getting not only all the pieces to make your own mini journal, but then you're also getting like the printed paper on the outside is original artwork, or like it's my artwork that I designed for the kits, which is really cool. So I could come up with, you know, my plan is to come up with 2 or 3 different patterns or designs, and then that would be the different kit options. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna play with this idea of making my own pattern. So that's what I'm gonna do now, is just kind of get that started while also kind of dabbling on one of the samples that I have here as well. That's the big secret. That's what I'm working on. You're gonna see me working on this a lot. Lots of mini journal stuff in the works. So let me get going on this, and also in the meantime, I just finished up. I've been up really early this morning. Right now it's only, what, it's 8:30. It's 8:42. It's 8:42 right now, so I've been up really early. And this morning I had already finished the August Art Snacks video, finished editing it, exported it, got it turned in, it is done. So that is off my plate, so now I can just purely focus on this. So any free time that I have is going into the mini journal class. So busy bun over here. Roman had us up last night, so I'm tired. I'm even more tired than I was last night. Oh my God. I'm gonna keep painting while I have the workspace to do it, because in the middle of the week, during weekdays, I actually go down to my parents' house and I stay there for a couple of days. And I mainly do that as a way for Roman just to have different activities, because obviously there's only so much that we can do, you know, in a quarantine situation with a almost 1-year-old. So, you know, it's good to go down there because, you know, there's a yard and they're by the beach and there's lots of activities. So it's become kind of the new routine that the middle of the weekdays I go there. And then it's just good too, I'm out of James's hair and he can work kind of uninterrupted, and Ultimately, I get screwed work-wise because it does cut into my work hours, but it makes Roman happy, so that's the way it is. That said, I have today, and then I won't be able to be back here working at this space again until Thursday or Friday, and today is a Tuesday. Gonna just try to get some painting in while I can, and then the next few days while I'm at my parents' house, I will be editing. So I will edit you know, the studio vlog that you would have already seen, hopefully some more Patreon videos that I have banked. So I'm just gonna be editing, because that's really the only thing that I can work on. And then when I get back, pick up working on the online class. So I'm gonna keep working on these patterns while I've got the workspace to do it. Also, check out this t-shirt. How cute is that? The Ghoul Gang. This shirt is from Unique Vintage, recently purchased. They have some really cute Halloween t-shirts. So I wanted to buy one to kind of test out the size and wash it, and I haven't washed it yet, but it's 100% cotton, so it's definitely gonna shrink. So I went up a size a little bit, so that's why it fits a little bit looser now. And then I think it will shrink down to a nice size, but we'll see how that goes. And then I have my eye on lots of other shirts of theirs because they have some really cute stuff. And I'm trying to kind of update some of my t-shirts because I feel like that's kind of becoming my thing, is like Halloween t-shirts. I've had them for a long time, but I feel like I keep grabbing like my spooky one, like my Universal Monsters ones, and like my Bride of Frankenstein t-shirts. So I feel like I need some more spooky t-shirts in the rotation. So slowly expanding, but I'm really obsessed with this. It's also really soft. Very much big recommend. Okay, I need to paint. I will talk to you later. I'll probably show you what I'm working on, and then I might see you in a couple of days, but we'll see. Okay. All right, I am back from my parents' house. It has been a few days since I was last here. I still need to work on the patterned paper project, so I have a long ways to go on this one. But I would love to get this done to hopefully maybe go get some samples printed so that I can make some mini journals and see how it looks. So that's one thing I'm gonna be working on. But before that, and before James comes down here to work, because my husband James has his own little work cubicle behind us, a la COVID at-home workspace setup. So before he starts working and is on a Zoom call in the writer's room, I need to try to get some filming done, because that I can work on quietly while he's working behind me. So I need to get all of my chatty video filming done first. I actually, last weekend I went to Blick to pick up a few things, and I actually got some paint. So I'm gonna film a little mini haul swatching video of the paint for Patreon, because I've kind of had an ongoing series there of me kind of clearing out my paint and replacing it with new things and updating some things here and there. So I wanna film that real quick. So I'm gonna knock that out, and then I will jump back to working on the paper project. What have I done? I'm working on this print, this pattern, and it's taking me forever. I'm definitely having I regret this moment, because my time is so limited that I just don't think this is the best use of my time right now, is continuing to work on this. I mean, it looks dope as hell, but it's gonna take me so long, and I have other patterns done, and I think I just have to put this on the back burner, because there's just no way. Like, I feel myself like running through my to-do list in my brain, and this is not a good use of my time. So I'm actually gonna stop working on this and switch gears and just work on the online class, because that's just the priority. I have to get working on that, especially just because I'm looking ahead at like my schedule for the next couple of weeks. Like, my work time is gonna be really limited, because I need to be putting more time towards taking care of Roman, and it is what it is. This is just the realities of being a full-time mom and trying to juggle being an artist and working on projects, and I have to be constantly reevaluating what it is that I'm doing. All the time I'm thinking, is this a good use of my time? How can I work on 3 things at once? How can I get something done as quickly as possible? And I love this, but it's not a good use of my time right now. So I'm actually gonna stop, but the fact that I have 3 patterns done that I could go get printed and make samples of, that is a way better use of my time. Yeah, kind of a bummer. I need to stop because this is just, it's taking too long. Ah. Okay, so I'm gonna work now on the online class and making samples and stuff, so you can't see any of that right now, so I'll check in later. Ugh. It's like 1,000 degrees in here. I have 15 minutes until I have to go upstairs and put Roman down to sleep, but he's with James for a brief moment so that I can just get myself together down here. This is what happens. I've been watching the baby most of the day, minus this morning, and it's exhausting. It's super, super hot here. It's like 100+ degrees. It was literally 103 degrees when I was at the park today. It was brutal. So it was really, really hot, and just, you know, entertaining and taking care of a 1-year-old is pretty exhausting. So I was just running around and doing all sorts of things, but I did run some quick errands. I got my new glasses, which I'm very excited about. New glasses, new contacts. My vision has gotten worse, so now it's like I'm adjusting to a very strong prescription because my other one was so outdated. Picked up that, but I also went and I got some of the paper printed because I just wanted to photocopy it because I want it to look like how my zines do, and unfortunately it's not what I wanted it to be. So I'm a little disappointed. I'm disappointed in the way it looks printed. Maybe it won't be so bad once I actually get it onto a mini journal cover. The black and white one is actually okay. This turned out okay. So I actually think that's gonna look cool. So that's okay. The bananas did not print how I wanted, and I was trying different color combinations, different color settings, and it just did not print the way I wanted, which is fine. I mean, I've learned this in printing zines. The gray like backdrop that I put on each banana looks good, but I think the problem with this is the proportions. I just don't think the proportions are gonna be very good. I still might make a mini journal just to see what it looks like, you know, bound, but I don't know, man. I'm not, I mean, maybe it won't be as bad now that I'm looking at it. I just know based on the size of the mini journals, the size of this print is too big. Like the bananas are gonna be too big. And then the purple stars I also got printed. And after adjusting some of the color settings, I think I got a decent print. It doesn't look that great on camera, but it is better in person, especially these areas where there is the darker sort of splotches of watercolor. But the thing that I keep coming back to, because I made another one today, is just using my zines, which is just like insane, but I just think that looks really cool. Like when I just use the paper from my zines that has like the artwork on it, it looks really cool. And I'm just kind of wondering if maybe that's the direction I should go in, is just use like chunks of my own zines. I'm wondering if this should be the mystery element. Like if I just offer these 2 prints, you know, develop other prints as I have free time to do it, and then do my chunks of my zines in the kits as like the mystery. Like you don't know what chunk you're gonna get, which I think is kind of interesting. And like you never really know how it's like actually gonna look until you put it on there too, which is kind of fun. So yeah, I keep coming back to that. I'm thinking, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm open to suggestions. Here is the star print, which is actually really cute. It's super cute with the black velvet binding. Here is the simple kind of black with the white watercolor doodles. And I paired that with a burgundy binding. And then just to show you up close, this is the zines, the zine scraps, which is really cool. So I paired this one with a pink one just because it kind of seemed like it fit. And then This particular one I paired with the burgundy binding. Your girl is looking haggard this morning. Roman had us up last night and we decided to paint in our bedroom because I've been slowly redecorating our bedroom. It looks really good, but we stayed up late painting it, and then as soon as we were done painting it, we went to bed to sleep on our pull-out couch, which was terribly uncomfortable, and slept for maybe an hour, and then the baby woke us up and he was up for a while. I don't know how much footage I have for this studio vlog. I feel like I kind of need to wrap it up here because I have a lot of footage, I think. But I did, however, want to share with you some of the cards that I designed have come in. If you remember in the last vlog, I was designing thank you for your order cards for Etsy. Well, now I can share that one of the cards that I designed is actually a card that is going into the mini journal kits. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm pretty excited, if I do say so myself. So there's the front, which is one of the mini journals. And then here is the back. Yay! So every little mini journal kit is gonna have one of these in it, which is just so great. I love the way they turned out. So I'm looking forward to getting the other ones. I'll definitely share those with you guys once they're in, but I have kind of put a hold on my Etsy shop of restocking things until all these cards come in because I have some stuff, like new stuff that needs to get packaged, and I don't want to package them until I have the other thank you for your order cards. I'm also working on the class. I started last weekend really filming, and I am deep in production on the class of filming all the videos, and I've even started editing, so I have a bunch of things edited as well. I thought this class was gonna be shorter in length, but it's shaping up to be potentially one of my biggest classes, and I didn't realize that, and it's because you're literally gonna have 8 different tutorial videos to fill the journal spread, to fill the mini journal, because there's 8 little spreads in each one. So I'm literally creating 8 little mini art journal spreads, and there's a different video for each one, and so it's kind of a lot. And the second thing is I'm creating it completely in real time. As of right now, and I don't think there will be, there is 0 time lapse in this class. It is all real time, make art with me footage. So the videos are long. So like I had one prompt video, one art journal spread video that was 40 minutes just to do one little miniature spread. And I have 8 of them, not including like a huge foundation layer video that I have of like how to like start it, like build up foundation layers. It's great though. I mean, it's really fun. The footage looks really good. I'm really, really happy with it. So it's an exciting thing to keep kind of chipping away at. So I'm happy about that. Anywho, this morning I am gonna switch gears. I gotta keep working on this online class. So I'm actually gonna wrap up this vlog here because I feel like I have a lot of footage. Thank you so much, by the way, for all of your wonderful comments on the last vlog. So many of you guys hate the eye puff too. It was really comforting to read that I'm not the only crazy person that hates it. So thank you. It was also really fun to just read your general comments that you guys are happy that these kind of vlogs are back and that I'm getting videos back up here on YouTube. So I really appreciate that you guys are watching my slow return back to YouTube vlogs, that you're enjoying the content. So I really, really appreciate it. And that you guys want to see spooky junk journaling. So that's great. I mean, once I have a sliver of time outside of producing this giant online class, I will work on getting a spooky junk journal video up. And while I'm here, special shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me and allowing me to do things like create a mega giant online class. I would not be able to do it without the folks supporting me, the croutons supporting me over on Patreon. And by the way, I just added a new reward on all tiers on Patreon. I've created a Patreon only Discord server for our little community over there to post or chat or share your work or hang out. And anywho, I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.